again. I just want to give you guys a quick update on the overwintered plants we got here. This is a chocolate 7 pot. Now, it's actually flowering. It's got a few flowers, not too many. There's maybe like 10 or 15 on the whole plant. But this plant was in that same exact spot last year, and it sat there, and it produced pods, probably better than anything else. Now, for some reason, the pods were not as hot as a 7-pot chocolate Douglas. There is some debate if there is another chocolate 7-pot, almost as the debate between a 7-pot Primo Yellow and a 7-pot Yellow. Are they the same? Are they different? Do they just call them the same thing? But these pods on this were better tasting and a little bit less hot than a Douglas. Okay, so we don't know if it was crossed with something else at some point, or if this is just a I don't know, maybe a less floral variant. But either way, that plant was overwintered last year. It is doing great. You see a little bit of sunburn. It's getting a lot more sun now, but it's taken well to getting back outside. And then over here, you're like, what the heck is that? Well, these are my NK Hellhammers. I have them in this huge 12-gallon pot, and I just got done trimming them back. They didn't do well when I brought them outside. I mean, I hardened them off. They would not take to the full sun really well. So what happened? They started getting, they got all these branches coming up, and the leaves were just kind of doing bad. So I decided that what I want to do, and plus I don't want them growing together. Like there was a stalk here and another stalk there. I wanted to give them I want to get them a little bit more bushy. As you can see, they got nice stalks on them. Getting a lot of growth there. These new shoots that just came up. But these they'll recover and they will produce like crazy. So I trimmed those back, and then my other plant, oh, this thing is just doing great. This is the Apocalypse Scorpion. Look at all the flowers on this. It is getting tons and tons of flowers. I am gonna let that one flower. Because it's an overwintered plant, it's mature already. What I am gonna do with this plant is I'm gonna hit it with a little Tiger Bloom probably in the next week. And then I'm going to let it flower and see if the May summers get pretty hot. Usually around Memorial Day we get a cool week, but we'll see if May can actually get those flowers to produce fruit for June. And it's very much possible. So we're gonna let this one go ahead and flower because it's doing so well. It's already an established plant. I don't really care if it gets much bigger. Of course it will, regardless if it flowers or not. It's just that it'll throw so much energy into making pods that it will kind of stunt the growth of the plant, but that's fine. I don't really care. I'd like to get some early pods, and by the amount of flowers on this thing may do really well. So what I'll do is hit it with some Tiger Bloom, try to get some pods off it, and if it's done producing pods by maybe the first week of August, what I can do is I can cut it back like these, just maybe not as aggressive as these, but I can actually cut this plant back and just cut off all these, just cut off all these tops, like just top it there, top it there, top it there, top it, here, and let it regenerate. And it's very much possible that it'll flower and then get another round of pods, which would probably not ripen until mid or late October. But last year we didn't get our first frost until the first week, maybe, I don't know, sometime between the 7th and 10th of November. So it's very much possible that I can get early pods from this, chop it down, and then get late pods from it also. So we're gonna, that's an experiment. We're gonna see how that goes. Worst case scenario, the first pods, maybe it drops the flowers and then it'll just grow pods in the normal cycle with the rest of the plants. Or another scenario would be that it will give early pods. I will cut it back, and then I will have a bunch of green, unripe Apocalypse Scorpion pods in October. And maybe, you know, when the first frost comes, I'll bring the plant inside, and because I am going to overwinter this again. So this is another reason that I'm doing this, is I will actually bring this plant inside and throw it in a sunny window. Maybe I'll hit it with a little artificial light and let the pods that are on it, the second growth pods, ripen, you know, on the plant indoors. So yeah, guys, just want to show you a couple overwintered plants and show you that they are doing well.